In this video I'm going to show you how to tilt habs around the x-axis instead of the y-axis. So basically stand them up so that they stand on their short walls, basically the front or back walls where you attach cockpits. These will be on bottom and top, and this is helpful for placing a few of the parts, for example propeller, wings and so on, that can't be rotated. First we're building our new and improved scaffold again for tilting habs. That's wrong. Now we can place it. Where is it? Here it is. Finished Corvette. Go to the settlement. There's still a wire from the last video floating in the air, it seems. It's deleted. Okay, now we're basically going to do the same as if we tilt it around the y-axis. So we have to align first. This is not bad. Little bit off. Yeah, that's good. Align the crosshair. Like so. Pick a light box. Replace it. Snap one below it only this time. Pick this one up and turn it into a light floor using the adjacency glitch. Press cycle part and build almost at the same time. A little bit earlier cycle part and it should switch to light floor and let you place it in the same snapping position as this light box. Like this. This one we don't need. And now we're going to place one light floor outwards, but we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. And I think if you rotate it clockwise, you will get the floor in front of the tilted hab, and if you rotate it counterclockwise, you will get the top facing you. So we're going to rotate counterclockwise, I hope. Like this. No, this would be normal. This is counterclockwise, I think. Now the hard part, we have to delete this one, and we have to place a light box again here where a light floor would snap to. And how to do that is we have to go into wiring mode. First we have to start placing a light box, go into wiring mode, then we have to duplicate this light floor and make sure it is we have to rotate it here again, it seems, for some reason. So let's rotate counterclockwise again, and we have to go back to base building so that we can exit wiring mode. And now we have to toggle wiring mode and place the wire almost at the same time, and it should place a light box if we do it correctly. Let's see. Too slow. Do everything again. Base building, toggle wiring, duplicate the light floor, rotate it, go back to base building. Yeah, this time it worked. You can see the wire connector is nowhere to be seen. That is because it is pointing away from us now. And the reason why we had to do this is so that we can go further to the left. The unfortunate part of these light boxes is that you can only build them, snap them in two dimensions. Basically, you can always snap them vertically, but in which direction laterally you can snap them depends on the alignment of the connector. And when we placed the first one against this relay joint, then the connector was on this side. This means we could only build up and down and outwards and inwards, but not to the left and to the right. So this is why we had to do this whole shebang with moving to a light floor and then moving back again and turn it into a light box again. This one we can delete now. And now we're going to build more light boxes. And this light box is now part of the base, so we have to snap to base building. Yeah, this will be a bit annoying later when you place the wire. But we have to fix this later. Let's go right to the edge of the relay joint, so that the connector, you can see, is almost perfectly at the edge. And now we have to turn this one into a light floor again, as well as this one, so that we can then connect the wire, and that the wire will be flush with this face, so that the alignment of the snap tab will be correct. So the middle ones we can delete. Oops, to go to base building. I can't delete it because I'm standing on the Corvette and these are base building parts. So let's go over here. When you're standing on the surface, you should be able to toggle from Corvette building menu to base building menu using the button that is highlighted in the orange row below the description box of the light box. For me it's tab, and this lets you switch over from base building to Corvette building. You can also use this when you want to get the base building camera, which is basically my goal here. So we go to C, and now we have toggle camera button up top in the button row, second last button. I'm going to press this one, and I'm going to pick one of these up. I'm going to press the building mode switch button again, and I'm going to cancel placement, and it should now be part of the Corvette again and not of the base. Do the same for this one here, and these we can delete. No, that's... I have to replace some of those because I'm going to snap light floors to them again, but let's first check whether they are now part of the Corvette. Yeah. Okay, let's replace two of those light boxes, because we need them for snapping, otherwise we can't snap the light floors in place, which is what we're going to do now. So pick this one up, and now do the adjacency glitch again, so cycle part and build almost at the same time. Failed, failed, like this. This one can now be deleted. Pick this one up, same thing. This one can be deleted, and now you can place the wire from here to here, and this should be it then. So select the light box, go to base building, toggle wiring, toggle base building again, and the wire's placed. I think I'm going to place a few light floors here, just in case we did something wrong, that I don't have to repeat everything again. These can now be deleted. The wire will stay in place because the light floors are part of the Corvette and the wire is not. And now we can snap a window onto this end of the wire, and this should give us a vertical nutrition unit. The way you do it is pressing toggle wiring button and place wire button almost at the same time. Failed. Failed again. Yeah, it should highlight here and not at the front of the wire connector. like this. And yeah, we also have to move this over to the Corvette, of course, don't forget this, otherwise it will stay here and the ship will fly away without it. So let's go here again, let's get the better camera, pick it up, don't place it, move it somewhere green and cancel the movement. Check with the white light if it's part of the Corvette. Everything worked. We can delete the wiring and let's go to the space station. As you can see, we did it the wrong way around, so it seems what I said was actually inverse, and 90 degrees clockwise is floor against you. So do it the other way around if you want the top facing against you, but actually for many parts it's not important, just for a few. Right, let's build up a bit so that we don't lose it, and let's move this over. So this is something you could do, for example, place a propeller in a way that is facing forward and backwards. You could also do this with habs tilted around like this, basically lying like that, but then the connector would face downwards. And if you want the connector to face sideways, you have to use such a vertical hab flipped around the x-axis and not the y-axis. Basically it is useful for all parts that can't be rotated, so weapons, thrusters, you can do vertical thrusters like this. Also reactors, of course, can be quite nice to have such a vertical reactor. And wings as well. Can do such things. This part it's not actually useful because they can rotate, so you could also achieve the same with a hab tilted around the y-axis, which is a bit easier to do. So, but for these parts, of course, it can also be useful if you, for some reason, you want a vertical canister link, or and for these parts it's not useful because they can be placed vertically anyway if you just place them on the front of a normal hab, so you don't really gain anything. You can also place them on the side normally on normal habs, so this isn't useful either. Yeah, now let's check the alignment of this hab, and you can see same problem as with the other habs. It's a bit shifted backwards, tiny little bit. So yeah, this is a bit off, but it's not really very noticeable, especially if you just use it for a few pieces that don't share any edges or anything with other habs, so it doesn't really matter there. And on the left and on the right it is actually quite nice. Seems a little bit to the left, but almost nothing. Yeah, that's the method. I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.